All right, this is life.
Talk about it if you want.
Is full of it. Today is an educational episode. I don't know how to go about this. I told Jake I don't want to get flagged or taken down.
I don't know how to get around that besides it not being educational. Put disclaimers in the description.
Disclaimers. It's educational.
We don't condone what we're about to do.
We are professionals. Also, like I said, I don't know. There's a lot of videos that talk about people doing things and trying things, but I think it's more if it could kill you, it'd be frowned upon. Like, people smoke weed, right, and do videos and stuff, but it's also where it's legal at too, right? I mean, if it's legal where you live,
if it's legal, it's okay. Yeah.
So let's do an introduction. So people are like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, I said the name of the podcast, but we have Adam returning, and then Jake, who's been on Best There Is podcast.
Jake, the expert.
So
I know some things.
Talking about mushrooms and microdosing, or even, what is the definition of microdosing?
That's taking, I think, under a gram of mushrooms.
So do people normally take over it? You just call it taking mushrooms?
Yeah, you're just taking a therapeutic dose, maybe.
For further FYI, Jake's my brother, so when I say mom, I'm talking about our mom. Mm-hmm. Mom is really gung-ho on this. She literally...
And so am I love it.
But she's not taking it like crazy or anything yet.
No.
She emails me things about it, and it's supposed to... There are some... I don't know if you'd call it strands or what.
Yeah, there's strains.
But that can alter your brain in one go. And that's what she wants. She suffers from PTSD, and she wants something that helps her alter, and she thinks I should do it. But my thing is, I'm afraid of is, how do you know if it's going to alter that right way?
I guess that's the thing. You don't know what it's going to do. That's it. I get nervous before doing them every time because
that's how I feel right now, to be honest with you.
I don't know what I'm going to see.
Let's not have you guys do it then.
No,
that's what we came here for.
Yeah, the fear is a good thing.
To talk about it.
If you have fear, that means you're supposed to go at it. Pretty much.
I like that.
If you're afraid, you do it. Now with you, Jake, you end up taking some strong stuff, right?
Yeah, mushrooms aren't the only hallucinogenic I've taken.
We also have Crystal here, who is a nurse. Or
My
something
wife.
close to it.
We do have a nurse here.
And I will not be. I don't. I'm straight edge, bro. I take subscribed medicine only. But you can get this. I think some places you can get subscribed.
They're
Prescribed.
like secret clubs, I think.
Here I'll have, just in case for. I'll do it for the vlog channel or whatever.
You want 5 pieces?
Sure, yeah.
We'll just break it right down the middle.
Yeah,
Let me see the wrapper. The wrapper.
Thank you.
So
Thank you for sharing this with me. This is a big thing.
Yeah, no problem, dude. It was like $30 or something.
Oh, cool.
Why not? It's got like a fake Yoshi.
I have a bunch of questions. First of all,
mint flavor.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like mint. It tastes like dark chocolate. So I bought this chocolate bar that is... How do you say it, Jake? How do you say the...
Psilocybin?
Psilocybin? Is this the stuff that's supposed to be good for you?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you mean, good for you?
Well, maybe like a year or two ago, I heard that I don't know what scientists or whatever, but experts were saying that what you were chiming in on, that either microdosing or tripping out can rewire your brain. Mm-hmm. All you really need to do is one time. Mm-hmm. So back to my question is, obviously at the bottom you can see 1 to 3 pieces. Okay, let me describe this chocolate bar. The chocolate bar came in 12 pieces. I took 1 piece at work. I don't recommend that. I was nervous because I didn't know if I was gonna start. I don't
recommend taking any kind of mind-changing thing, brain
altering.
So what I've heard
at
from
your
people,
job. Thank God you're not running a forklift or some shit.
No, but I am working on dirt bikes.
Hopefully you don't ride it.
Right? Oh, I love that can in your hand. Looks like you're Andre the Giant.
Anybody want a peanut?
So what I've heard is you take a little amount and your vision starts to get not blurry, but wavy or whatever.
Yeah,
and then,
you'll start to see the carpet start to sway around.
Okay. So my question is, can you really weigh out how many mushrooms you're taking? Like this one right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Again,
Isn't it like an edible though, where it's spread through it? So I think Declan was saying this last night.
Like the dosage is even throughout each piece.
Right.
I would assume so.
Because
yeah.
Declan's like, you could just take one of the pieces and it may have nothing really strong. Because just like when you eat like a brownie or whatever, some people are like, I didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
And then some people have another brownie, they're like, I got fucked up or whatever.
So like
It's definitely like that, I think.
being heavier, I don't think it's going to have as much of effect on you. Like my coworker took a piece as well. Again, this chocolate bar is 12 pieces. Me and Jake are about to eat 5. On the bottom of the box says 1 to 3 is a microdose.
Yeah, we're probably taking like
4 to 7,
1 to 2, 1.2 grams or something right now.
Okay, 4 to 7 is therapeutic.
3 to
and
7.
3 to 7 is therapeutic, and what's the other one? 8 to 12.
Shamanic. Like a shaman. You're gonna.
So when I took that one piece at work, it just made me relax. To be honest with you, it was
Yeah, you microdosed.
Yeah, it was like a Xanax, dude.
It's like a very.
So I'm gonna eat this now because it's melting in my hand.
A very.
I'll dig in.
A very healthy thing that they do, because there was.
You taste any mint?
No.
There was Netflix. God, what is it? It's Gwyneth Paltrow. She has a brand called Gloop or something. Goop.
I think.
John Tron makes fun of it, but they did a whole retreat where they ate mushrooms and they laid down and like, I don't know what they all did, but they took some crazy hallucinogen. I can't even say it. Hallucinogen. I'm already high. But they were sitting there in a circle, and one dude was crying, and 2 dudes were like hugging him and rubbing his chest, and he's like, I feel like I'm in the center of the universe right now. And
It's very possible to feel that, yeah.
see, like for me, that feels like I would trip out of that feeling.
You might.
Because Adam's like really trying to be like, dude, you should just take it. And I told him my mind already worried about things would make me messed up already.
Yeah, if your hardest problem would be letting go. That's what you would need to learn to do.
And that's like, they say a lot of placebos, because people think so hard on it, actually have worked as the drug is supposed to work, because your brain is so strong. It starts to really mimic that because of, and that's the crazy thing. Like I was telling Adam last night, like you could give me a sugar tablet and tell me it's something, or give me a sugar tablet, say, hey, it's a sugar tablet, then lie to me and say, hey, this is like, whatever. This is some yayo in a pill form. And I would freak out, and then you go, oh no, it's a sugar pill. I would still be freaking out and going like, no man, no, it's something else.
That sucks.
And I would probably still feel the effects of it and think it is that feeling.
Yeah, your brain could definitely send you one way that you don't want to go. If you get stuck in your own head, you can get stuck in thought loops where you just think of the same thing over and over again.
Dormammu.
For real.
I've come to bargain.
Well, I think I get that already with anxiety. Not probably as strong, but I keep thinking the same thing. Like, oh man, I can't do this. Then it's like, no, you got it. Then it's like, nah, man, I can't do this. And
That was one reason why I wanted to take so much, is because at least me and Jay could talk about it. I know you're here. You have all these coping mechanisms. Crystal's not going to let us freak out.
Yeah.
I felt like this was a safe environment.
call 911.
Your setting is a very important when taking psychedelics, and your intentions are very important.
Well, you grew your own, right?
I tried, and I'm still trying, but they came out as mold, unfortunately.
I ate it anyway.
I was going to say you should just ate it anyway, see what happened.
What did you take the time that you recorded yourself?
What I took DMT, dimethyltryptamine.
Oh my gosh, that's way different.
Yeah, that's a way. That dimethyltryptamine is like the most intense mushroom trip.
And how do they make those?
Dimethyltryptamine is it's androgenous in us, so it's in our bodies. It's in a lot of living organisms.
So I've heard DMT.
I got it specifically from the mimosa plant, the root bark of mimosa.
And how do you get a hold of it?
You can buy mimosa. Just
We can't talk
online.
about that. Just kidding.
You buy online as a dye. People use it as dyes or to make soap. People use it.
Whoa.
And you just eat, is it like the kind that people say just tastes like hella gross, tastes like shit?
Well, you don't eat it, you smoke it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to do a whole chemical process of extracting DMT.
Goddamn, you're sitting there in a lab like.
Yeah, I had a big,
little
I had
thing
a
is
big
bubbling.
Yeah.
beaker filled up with it. I was
And
cooking it on the stove.
what made you want to record it just so you could see how you were if you forgot?
Yeah, because some people forget their experience. They have such an amazing experience that they just can't.
I
bring
didn't
that
watch it. I
information
think
back.
Jasmine watched it. I think I'd be bored watching
I've
it.
heard
Just
it. I've heard about it.
just
that you were
laying
tripping out.
just laying down there. I feel like I'd be like, all right, but
No, it's not for entertainment. It's for me to go like, okay, I can
educational
remember
purposes.
what's happening there.
Everything
Yeah.
on this podcast is for educational purposes.
well, I know Mom watched it, and I know Jasmine told me she watched it. But
But
mom said it bugged her though, because
Of course, it bugs her. It's her son on a highly hard drug.
yeah. But I would think there would be moments of you just laying there.
There was, but
hey, you.
with DMT, it only lasts 10 minutes.
What's the
Okay.
drug that you take and you're like, and then it's like-
PCP.
is that what it is?
I don't know.
But it's like they take it and game over,
and
man.
they do like whippets.
Kind of, it's game over, man. They take it and you literally get the most high in like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then you come back.
Salvia?
Yeah, salvia could be.
I think it is.
Yeah,
You have to smoke it though, right?
you smoke
I-
salvia. Salvia is another hallucinogenic.
I got a hold of some. I didn't hallucinate. My buddy did though, and that was a weird trip. Just it was probably about 5 minutes. He was gone. Smoked it in my car. I had a 89 Maxima with a tan interior at the time, and we smoked it out of a pipe because we didn't have a bong. But he still hallucinated, and I'll never forget this. He told me that because he smoked it and then he like leaned back and looked up in his tan interior. So he's like, dude, I was at the beach and I had a family and kids and blah, blah, blah. And then,
You took them to the future.
dude, so we went up to my room and
We had the most intense sex ever.
Hallucinations and sex, I hear, are very euphoric.
I would,
Or hallucinogenics.
I know people that were like had sex with ecstasy,
That's a big one.
that
yeah.
one I heard ruins it though.
but everyone says once you do it like that, you'll never want to have sex without it.
Really.
So the next trip he had,
Then you get holes in your head.
I thought it was in your spine.
I'm pretty sure it's holes in your brain.
I don't know. I only did it once during school.
Yeah, I've heard of it being affecting your brain like that.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, so the second trip, we went up to my room. I had him like next to the window to just blow it out the window, and I had this Raiders poster that was the schedule for that year, and it was
It
was
just
like-
sounds like it's gonna go to him going like I was on the field.
well he so the picture is a close up of somebody holding a helmet with the fingers through the face guard. And in the helmet, you can see a reflection of fans. And he was like, dude, I was at the game and blah, 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 blah. And then what tripped me out is he hit it. And maybe like 5 seconds after he hit it, he like froze. And then he started to sway. And I thought he was going to fall. So I went to go grab him. And he was so stiff. Like I had to fucking yank him over to my bed.
I got
when-
rigor mortis.
Yeah, dude, he was weird.
When people get KO'd and their hands are all like
He-
there.
I wish I could, you could see it on video or something. But he hit it and he stood up a little bit and he was like,
He could have been like super dehydrated.
I don't know. I have no idea. It's just I wish I would have tripped on that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want anything that sounds like fearful or
Yeah, some things I do stay away from. Like salvia, I've always heard bad about salvia. Ketamine, I always heard about getting stuck in a K-hole, but recently there's studies of how that's very therapeutic. I try that. I don't know.
MDMA, is that found in grass?
I don't think so. I haven't heard of that. No.
There was something a while back that I heard that's like found in grass, but it's like you have to have so much of it to.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Trip.
surprised if there's a hallucinogen in grass. Yeah.
So
It says where I'm looking up MDMA, ecstasy, Molly, truth versus myth. I'll see about the holes on their head, and it says that's not like
It's probably fear mongering.
it's not like literal holes, basically, but you are like taking things, I guess, away from
Like
the brain.
lowering brain activity or
Yeah.
something.
okay, that makes sense. So let's just read what this little box says.
But it's funny because they do talk about MDMA too.
What does it say?
Is generally taken in a capsule or tablet. The effects of the drug can begin as little as 30 minutes and last approximately 3 to 6 hours. I'm cool, man. I don't want to be sitting there for 6 hours all like. Without further consumption of the drug, users then begin to calm down, where they experience depression, anxiety, fatigue, insomnia, hallucinations, bizarre and reckless behavior, and difficulty concentration.
And a constant hard-on.
Well, I wouldn't like the reckless behavior is the biggest one for me. Is like I don't want someone tripping out and like shadow boxing in the garage or something, and I gotta go calm them down. And are you guys feeling anything at all? Like
No,
calmer?
he said an hour.
For me, it's always been an hour it takes to kick in.
I was gonna say it's probably gonna take like 30 minutes because that usually takes. That's how long it took when I would take like Norcos and shit. It would take about 30 minutes. I'd start feeling high from Norcos. So I don't know. It's probably about 30 minutes to digest. But
Yeah.
But see,
the experts
it's
is an hour.
It's just
If we drank like lemonade or something, it would break it down a lot faster.
why lemonade?
Because it's acidic.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, if you drink something acidic, it breaks down like the enzymes or something, turns the psilocybin into psilocin, which is what actually gets you high. Stuff like that.
Holy shit. He's a doctor.
He is. Jacob
I
reads.
really like
he reads
mushrooms.
a lot on it. I really like mushrooms. But that's the thing is you got to kind of do. I think with any drugs, these are more supportive for your better health. Actually, it's just like weed. It's like weed was very shunned upon, and the more and more we learned that I don't think you should do it recreationally. I don't think you should be a pothead, but I think if you're suffering from depression or something like that,
There's just so many benefits from it. And I think it was just big pharma trying to put out those
well,
things.
yeah, because I think the biggest thing is they can't. What is it called? When you make a
Synthetic
they can't. I don't think they can make a synthetic of it because it comes from the ground.
of what?
Weed.
No, they do. There's a
They do?
synthetic. It's is it? I want to say it's something B. I don't remember. But there's a
I
synthetic
know
weed.
it was something an issue along those kind
I
of.
want to say it's what spice is.
Yeah, I was just going to say, dude, that is a trip.
Yeah.
You ever smoked spice?
Nah.
You guys smoked it one
like from
time?
Dune.
I've never watched Dune.
No, Dune. They take spice and their eyes get all blue and shit. And
They have visions of the
Yeah.
future.
No, it's not like that, dude. We were smoking spice for a while. And
that's
you
also
can-
in Star Wars. They take spice.
I think that like makes you slow down in that one, doesn't it?
No, I don't think they've never. I think
I know it's illegal. Spice is illegal in Star Wars.
I don't think they ever deliberately showed someone on spice, but they talk about spice smugglers,
I remember,
death sticks.
In the Book of
Mandalorian.
Boba.
Was it Book of Boba? Oh yeah.
So we were smoking spice for a while, and then I smoked it one time at my buddy's house, and my other buddy drove me to his house because I was staying the night at Corey's house, and I smoked too much of it, and it was like super hard to concentrate, and I kind of felt like I was going in and out of consciousness without blacking out.
Oh man.
Are you sure
So-
you weren't just
You weren't
I know.
tired? No.
I'm all fucked up. No, you weren't just tired. Because sometimes you feel that way. I feel that way.
Dude, this was so weird. It was like my body was heavy, but I wasn't tired, and like it was like I felt like I was responding slow to shit, and there was actually like people dying from that. So after that incident, where I felt like I got too high, I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore.
What was it?
Spice.
Spice. What's in spice?
It's I don't know. It's incense. You can get it at smoke shops.
Die taking bath salts and shit, eating people's faces.
You can
Well, that's
get it
why,
at a smoke
like I
shop.
said, it's a little different. I wouldn't look down on people for taking especially things from the earth that, you know, that's what always freaks me out about, like, I'm not a religious person, but I would think I'm more spiritual than religious, but I have a life coach that wanted me to kind of open my mind a little bit to it because some of my things I'm dealing with. So I did, but then the guy's like talking to me about things, and he's like, yeah, so he's telling me how like the Bible predicted something, and he saw like a ram running, and it broke off his horn, and all these things that meant these 2 wars were going to happen, all this stuff. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But basically I was like, how do you know, like, this is like, again, with weed and mushrooms, it's from the earth, so this isn't new. And I told him, like, the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. How do we know, like, when people like have documented these things, like the burning bush, how do we know that Moses wasn't just like, he ate some bad mushrooms that day and saw a bush on fire talking to him?
Yeah, there's a theory that bush was a acacia bush, I think, which is also hallucinogenic. There was something like that.
See,
there's a theory about it.
That's my thing. And there's Moses, you know, split the Red Sea, and it's like, how do we know the guy that wrote that, like, wasn't on some stuff that wrote it? Granted, we could say, oh, there was tons of witnesses. Hey, we didn't get all of them to sign the paperwork to, you know, say that it did happen. But what if, you know, people saw these crazy acts? What if this was something that came from things like this, that came from the ground, and it's been there forever? I
have no idea. Can we get a time check? See how long it's been?
Can we get a time check? It's only 21 minutes.
21?
Okay.
And that's when I started.
Yeah, then we took it we'll probably take it like 10 minutes after.
I'm waiting until like colors get vibrant.
So yeah, I was just going to ask you, can you break it down? Like, have you done, like, how many times have you tripped on mushrooms? Several times?
Three times.
3 times? Okay. Yeah. Was it different dosages, or were you like taking around the same amount?
I took the same amount for the first 2, and then the last one I took a way bigger amount. Yeah.
Okay. So do you feel like there's different stages of it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all with your dosage.
Well, have you seen 21 Jump Street?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, you have to see it.
So my question is like, how do you know, like, what am I going to expect?
How do you know when I'm going to die?
Well, that's the thing. You can't really expect anything. It can, your subconscious is so wild and crazy. It can bring up something.
And plus, I think I told you before that, or I was texting you it, that every, God, why am I drawing a blank on what?
Because I slipped you some.
I know, you gave me some candy and I didn't know it.
So real quick,
it's not one size fits all.
Yeah, but
everyone's gonna take it differently. It's gonna react to people differently, tolerance differently.
Mm-hmm. Well, he just said that he's waiting for colors to intensify.
Yeah.
So my coworker was just saying that the other day. He was like, "Oh yeah, I knew it hit me when the colors started getting vibrant." And I was like,
"Yep,
what the fuck? I didn't feel that at all." But again, he's probably like,
there are symptoms that are the same. Like the colors are vibrant, lights are shinier. You get giggly.
What was it on, or what was someone saying they're on, where the lights look like they're almost like blurred? It's like when you see a bunch of lights at night and they make that starburst look.
Okay,
that's astigmatism.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, maybe that's what I was reading on.
All I know is once I start feeling it, can you play Sandstorm?
What is that?
Yeah, in the Blade movie.
Yeah, music can have a big effect on you while you're tripping.
Like hella hard ass.
Can send you somewhere else.
Trap or house music.
I did ecstasy during school. Did you go to Roseville High?
Yeah, for my freshman year.
Okay. So across the street, towards the back where the baseball fields were, there was what are those called? They're like modular classrooms.
The portable classrooms.
Yeah. So
those are always stupid because they always made it like, we're gonna get new buildings, and it's like, nah, these are good enough. They just left them there.
So I had was it still a block schedule for you? You had 4 periods?
Yeah,
And then-
no, I had 6.
You had 6? Okay,
Yeah.
so when I went, it was a block schedule. It was 4 periods. It was 4 for this amount of months, and then you went to, you had spring, fall, and...
We did do that during like the midterms and finals. We would switch to block schedules.
Okay. There was 3, was it spring, fall, winter? I don't know. Anyway, I took it in 3rd class. I remember it was an orange Nike, and I was so scared to take it, but I ended up taking it. And by the time...
It was stupid back. I mean, I don't know what it's now, but back then I remember people had Smurfs on it and stuff. It's like, who's
the
getting credit?
the yellow Mac Dre's. Oh, these are 4 stackers or smackers or whatever. I can't remember what they're called.
They're still like that. I think they still come in different
I
shapes.
just think it's funny someone's at home like making them like I got the newest stamp.
There's people that make jokes about that, about weird. I think it's Nathan McCurdy, the dude that's...
I don't know. No,
He was in She-Hulk. He was the bull in She-Hulk. He's albino.
Bull. I know Man Bull, but I don't.
Him.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what actor played him.
Nathan McCurd or something. He's an albino. And, but, yeah, dude, I took it in 3rd period, and the periods then were like an hour and a half. So I took it towards the end of 3rd period, and then went to 4th period, and it was math, which I'm not good at math. But for whatever
But that
reason,
day-
for whatever reason, dude, I was super high.
Again, you watch
Super-
21 Jump Street.
Super engaged in that class. Like, I was trying to do my homework, and I remember writing hella fast and like bugging the teacher. And the teacher was super cool. And he like started running away, like just fucking with me. And I remember like trying to chase him, and my feet like fucking going because they were so heavy. That was a good trip.
And this was you taking
Ecstasy, orange Nike. And then my buddy's like, oh, I want to try. And then he got kicked out because he came out of school so high. You know the bushes right along the pool?
Yeah,
Nope.
Dude, nope.
I
He
don't-
was like,
crawling through them.
yeah, dude,
Oh,
like
man.
sifting through them like a librarian going through the A, the E file. Like,
You was?
he was
Page in
seriously,
every
he was,
leaf.
yeah, dude, he was like, his eyes, oh my God. I'm like, dude, I got to get you home. He didn't live too far. He lived over,
I thought you were gonna say he didn't live too long.
no, he lived over by Royer Park, so we walked over there.
Yeah, like he didn't live too long, so
R.I.P.
we had to get him to his parents, drop him off in the front. Like,
Matt
oh,
Kane.
there you go.
That was his name, Matt Kane.
That's what I'm gonna do to you if you got messed up. Just lean you up against the
Just dropped me off where the fireplace where they take the babies.
yeah. ER would be good. Just lay you in front of it. I wonder how many people have actually.
Just make me into plank, though. Like I'm planking.
How many people have tripped out on mushrooms and gone to the ER? Because
I think a lot.
people like me, I get panic attacks. and
You
they
want a
go-
statistic,
they go to
or-
ER. No.
Okay, back to my question. Do you feel like, so when it starts hitting you and you took that big dose, was it like, did it take a while for you to get from this stage to this stage? Were you seeing the pink elephants that people talk about?
Well, here's the thing. When I took the big dose, it didn't affect me like I thought it would. This was one of those hit or miss times when it just, I guess the mushrooms just weren't with me this time. I just felt so uncomfortable and out of it for that big dose. But
They weren't one with me.
But yeah, it does take a while to move up in the stages. At least for me, it's like could be 20 minutes, could be an hour between them. But it's like it's a definite where you know, like I took a step up. Like something like now there's not like you were looking at a rock and there were squiggly lines on it. Now those lines look like writing and you're reading them.
Nice. So my next question, how long does this usually last?
6 hours.
Okay. And then,
Do you think I mean, like 6 hours, like what does it entail? Do you eventually just get, for the last 4 hours, are you just like mellowed out and just like.
It's like it's a roller coaster with just one dip. You're climbing up that whole like three hours, and by the fourth, fifth one, you're probably peaking, and then that last hour, you're coming down.
See,
I hate that drop though.
Yeah,
In the roller coaster, at least.
for me, for tripping, it can be uncomfortable coming off of it.
Great.
the calm part.
Yeah, for some people it's very calming, but for me it's very like I feel like I have a fever. Like I'm purging is what it feels like.
So my next question is what is this doing to us? So I heard a long time ago, this is back when I was in high school, that shrooms, you're basically poisoning yourself and you're hallucinating.
Well,
hallucinating.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they are toxins. People will tell you it's the mushrooms have this effect on you to keep predators from eating them. But that's exactly why we eat them, is because of these effects. But
you're poisonous.
I'm an alpha male now.
There's no such thing as alphas.
What?
There's not. If you look up about alphas, there's no such thing. It started with a guy that wrote about wolf packs and the alpha, and he did a whole thing writing about it, and he studied them. Then he went to find out that it was the parent of the wolves. That's why they were following them and stuff. So he corrected it.
Where's Declan with the damn Greek shit?
Until this day, he will argue and tell people, no, there's no such thing as alphas. Because that's some Andrew Tate shit.
I don't know. I just know that alpha is from the Greek origin or some shit. That's why we need Declan real quick.
The myth of the alpha male. There's no real man. Like, I'm the real man of the room, and everyone else follows the alpha.
Well, it is your house, so we'll just go with that.
My wife runs this house.
So she's the alpha male?
She's the alpha female? It's just, there's no such thing as...
the omega.
There you go.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
I
just know some
there's alpha and omega.
The
beginning. Yeah. That's true.
That.
There's the beginning and the end, right? It's alpha and omega.
I guess, I don't know.
But yeah, it's very documented about how it works, but we try to put it into this world. And I mean, to an extent, I think it does exist, because now people have changed it up to make it like it's a real thing, so people fall in the line of this man's alpha, blah 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 blah, and I just don't believe that. There's no guy in the room that is going to make me go like, oh, I must follow you. You're my lover, or you're the guy I should fall in line.
Has any of your trips ever made you tired?
Yes.
Okay.
Make me sleepy, but I can't fall asleep though. My mind's too active.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
I mean, like while tripping, not in general.
Hands up, don't you?
I just feel like, again, this being more of a commercial thing, is a candy bar. It's not like I've seen people like Mike Tyson.
He'll eat handfuls.
But it's like the raw, nasty mushrooms.
I do not like the taste of mushrooms.
Like those ones.
I heard they taste like sunflower seeds.
No.
Not to me, no.
What do you mean no?
No.
Have you been...
I've watched enough things and podcasts and stuff where they've done them, or Mike Tyson has a podcast where he's done them. Mm-hmm. They say they taste horrendous. They grow out of shit, dude. I mean,
put some salt on it.
Some come out of trees.
True.
Dead trees.
And
Are they the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, different strains, but of like psilocybin, yeah.
Okay.
And they say you just pop them like a pill. You don't want to chew them, they say, because it's nasty.
Dude, I seen my coworker eat it. It's like that thing, like that long. How are you gonna pop that? You just like crunch it up and then you
roll it up.
The ones I've all seen are little crunchy, little looking things, little small things. They're probably not crunchy at all.
And the stem gives you a different high than the cap, right?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a myth or not. I always thought the cap has more psilocybin because that's where all the spores are. But depending on how they're grown, some of the spores have already dropped out. So maybe since the spores are in there, there could be more.
Okay. Because I always heard the stem gives you a body high, and the cap is what really takes you on that trip.
The cap.
The cap of the mushroom.
That's what I would try to avoid.
No cap.
With the weed oil, I really was trying to not get a head high. I wanted a body high.
Did you, well, now that everybody's always about CBD and all that, have you ever tried the CBD only?
Yeah. It didn't do much to me. I think I needed a lot more. But a lot of people said I needed the THC. which I don't understand. Because they explained that to me a lot, that I needed THC. That helps with PTSD, depression, and all this stuff. And I don't get how that would help, but that's what I was told many, many times by different people.
Have you ever smoked weed?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, might as well ask. I don't know.
Yeah, I smoke a lot of weed.
Oh, okay, cool. Every time I smoked weed, it always helped mellow me out, helped me slow down my thought process, where I could actually like.
It made me very social. It got me out there.
Perma high.
I could even. It's just weird because there's so many strands. So I can. Most of mine that I had to take, again, this was because I didn't. My insurance messed up, so I didn't have any antidepressants. So I needed anything to, like, I was miserable. Like, every day, did not want to. I lost a ton of weight. Never left my bed. When I would stand up, my feet would feel like pins were in them because I wasn't used to standing up. I had to do something, and I tried, dude. I just couldn't, and it just didn't work for me. I took a lot of the like baby shit, like stuff they give out for seizures and stuff like that. So I would take drops of that, but it never did did justice for me like antidepressants do, which sucks because I don't want to be on pills. But taking this weed oil for medical purposes, because my grandma was taking it while she was dying with cancer, I was like, okay, I'll try it out or whatever. That's the end of the half. But no, taking it through the guy that was supplying her, but it wasn't fucking cheap, dude. It's so expensive for medical marijuana.
That's so weird, dude. I was trying to tell you, man. I seen the Harley Quinn, the stuff that you were taking at the shop.
I wouldn't doubt it, but he was making it like he got a better deal on them. And to me,
working you.
And to me, it was just expensive anyways. The one that really I hated because Crystal was getting mad at me. My wife, she was getting mad at me that day because we were supposed to go out to. I think you went with Grandma and them. They all went to a cabin, really far out there, like in Tahoe or something.
Something I don't remember.
Damn. We were supposed to go. I was too messed up ever to do anything, but I was taking God, I don't know what they even called it, but it was gooey, like I don't know, it was
like you were taking like wax,
kind
like
of
dabs.
No, it wasn't dabs.
You're doing the droplets in your mouth, right?
These were droplets, but they were hella thick, and I felt like I couldn't get up and move. Like I was just laying there, and it hurt.
I bet you felt good too.
No, I didn't.
Really?
I felt nauseated, felt sick. I feel like I couldn't like really feel good, and it sucked. And then I looked up, and Harley Quinn was a sativa when I was supposed to be just on indicas. Mm-hmm. And again, I don't do weed or anything like that, but this was me trying to get better, and I would research things. I would be on Leafy all the fucking time.
That's a good site.
To look at reviews and see what's the best, and I just wanted to be healthy and feel good, but unfortunately, none of it. And you know what I would do? Like, this is no shame to me because I don't give a fuck. And I told all my friends already because it was having issues. To avoid the head high, they say to put it up your asshole.
Whoa.
So
that actually is supposed to intensify it. It's one of the most potent ways.
That's what I would think because all your nerve endings and stuff. But they said
that's probably why you're getting all fucked up.
No, well, I'll tell you what the funny thing about it is, but
you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I loved it. I would do it, and they would say that it's just goes through your body differently because it needs to get to your stomach. So once it gets to your stomach, it stops. And so it's going up your butthole, going to your stomach, stops, and then it just goes through your body or whatever. When you swallow it, it's around your head. You get the head high and whatever.
I'm sorry. How far did you have to push it?
You have to put it way up there.
Okay.
Way up there, Morty.
I've never done that, and I've never asked anybody about that.
So,
because you're like, it has to get to your stomach. I'm like, God damn.
No.
You know how many feet of intestines is
No. It's just once it dissolves, the nerves soak it up and it takes it up there. But the funny thing is, I would call my grandma about it because she started doing it because she went to the ER, taking it to the head. But with cancer, you take a lot of THC. Mm-hmm. But I could just see you getting hella high right now, and like right now you have like kind of like your hand underneath your chin, like interesting, and you start like trying to move your elbow around, get like trying to like listen to me. But the funny thing was, she told me, I squat over the toilet, and of course that's gonna be your butthole, push it in, and I'm like, all right. So I tried to do it, and it felt really.
Is that why you got the squatty potty over there?
No. This was fucking like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Can we get a time check? See how long it's been?
It's 40 minutes.
Okay.
But anyway, so I would do it, but I don't think I fully would. I didn't like doing it. So I never really got all the way up there. So I'd wake up every morning with all this weed oil. Like, first of all, the capsule still there. It's supposed to dissolve in your butthole. And I'd have like driplets in my underwear and shit. So it's like
disgusting,
dude, and it smells like pure fucking weed. And so my asshole just smelled like weed, and I wasn't getting the benefits from it. So that was one of the biggest problems. And then he brought me, what did he bring? He brought me vapes of Harlequin.
Like smoking vape?
Yeah, like cartridges, if I said that right. And I was just too nervous, so Crystal kept hitting it to...
And then blowing it in your mouth?
No, but just showing me how it was like, no problem. Then all of a sudden her eyes are all hella red. And she was tired as hell. But it didn't get her high or anything. It should have made me... what'd you say?
That I was already tired to begin with.
Oh. But see, I should have been okay taking it, but I was so scared. I was like... He'd be like, just suck it up. Like I would barely suck it. Yeah. Like... And then blow it out really fast, and it just freaked me out. So I don't know. I have bad problems with just getting high off of weed, period. And I never ever smoked. And then he gave me these pills. He's like, pop them like Xanax to calm you down, and they were called
Candy
Ringo. I always want to say Ringo Starr, but that was his name.
Oh, the gummy stars.
No, these were pills.
Oh, pills.
If I look
ones
it up,
that I take or I used to take are called Pro Tabs.
That sounds like for a workout or something.
Could be.
Could very well be. Ringo's Gift is what it was called. Or no, maybe it was OG Ringo. OG Ringo sounds very familiar. It's on Leafly. I think it is that. Oh, I don't want to sign in.
You don't have to. It's just asking if you're 21 or not.
You bet. Oh, I didn't even read that. I'm too high. Everyone's going to think. See, this one says...
Feel anything? Feel any different?
Nope.
Okay.
It's a famed leader in the CBD breeding of cannabis. It's high THC strain and large chunky blossoms that give you earthy flowers. See, I wouldn't know all that because this is for the pills or whatever. So I'm pretty sure, but it says indica dominant. Variety of OG Kush hybrid for the late Lawrence Ringo. I heard about him that made it. But if this is the one, this shit, like I took it and I think I was calm, but I think the idea of what was going on messed me up, and the feelings I was getting messed me up and gave me a panic attack mixed with getting high. So I was in the garage back then. We were running Magic in there, and I was sitting with my buddy Alan and a couple other guys playing a board game. That I remember feeling my ankles and calves and thighs start getting really warm and tingly, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm getting high!" And I started freaking out.
Yep, this is bad. Fly to the air.
Here we go.
And I went in the house. I locked the door so no one could come in, and we were watching a little kid of one of the Magic players with Logan playing, And Crystal's like, you need to calm down. You need to calm. I'm like, I can't. I'm freaking out. And I try to go outside, and I guess I fell in segments, they said.
Was this the house?
Crystal's hella laughing, yeah. Because I don't know what I was feeling, but I wanted to like get to the ground. I don't know if I was passing out or what. But she said I was like falling down, just like going down the stairs without stairs being there. And I eventually laid down, and I just was I screamed, "Get out of me!" And then Crystal ran in the living room and started yelling at me and shit, like, "You're being too loud." I'm like, "I'm fucking dying." And I swear I was like closing my eyes and I saw like Japanese dragons like flying at me. But people,
oh my gosh!
But people were like, "You're probably just like thinking these things." I'm like, I don't know. So I'll never know if that was real or not, if I thought that or if it was part of the weed. But definitely was. And the guy's like, "Oh no," because like Crystal called the guy like, "Hey," he's like, "He's just getting high. It's fine," and he'll go through it and whatever. But
I've never had that, getting high.
But again, I think maybe a panic was with it, or I don't know. But I know I just got to the point where I was closing my eyes and I was like, I'm either gonna die or it's gonna wear off, and I'm okay with either one right now. Like I really thought that.
That's how you take mushrooms.
I was like, I'm either gonna die right now, and I don't like how it feels, but I'm okay with the relief of dying because I don't like this. I don't like my mind right now, and I was like, I'm cool. I'm cool. Either way, I just want this over. And then I remember waking up middle of the night, being like fine, and just going, because I was on the couch, going to bed and just being so happy. But then I ended up getting it one more time. Again, it could be part of panic attacks as well, since I have them. Being in bed next to Crystal, and I was feeling like the bottom half of my body again, feeling I can't feel it. And then I'd be like, come with me to the couch, and I'm like, come out here with me. I'm very big on like, I need someone there. Like if I die, I don't want to die alone kind of feeling. So I'm just sitting there going like, stay with me. And I'm like freaking out. And it's even now thinking about it, it's like, I don't want to fuck with anything. And everyone's like, but you do all kinds of, you have prescribed Xanax for your panic attacks and stuff. I'm like, I feel different on that. I'm calm. If anything, there's times where it doesn't feel like it works and I'm still a little anxious, or if it does, I'm calm. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it of like I'm losing my mind or whatever. It's just putting my mind to ease, or if anything, I'm going to go to sleep. I don't see that with mushrooms, weed, anything like that. I maybe there are some weed out there that makes you fall asleep or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's nothing out there, and it sucks because I would like a replacement for Xanax. They were going to put me on volume, and I started to, and I did not like how it felt. I felt really weird, and then when I came back to my doctor, he was like, yeah, you should feel drunk. And I was like, I've never been drunk in my life, so I don't know what that feels like. And people don't believe that half the time. They're like, you never gotten drunk? I'm like, no, I don't drink. But he was like, pussy. But no, he was like, that's the way you're gonna feel, is a drunk sensation. I'm like, I have no idea. But I felt weird because I didn't have anxiety symptoms, so I was okay. But I was having these weird symptoms of like floating, and like not floating like I'm in the air, but just a floaty feeling in my head, and just like not present in the moment. I was very much paying attention to everything of how I was feeling or whatever.
You're not getting a head high or anything, a head change or anything?
Nothing yet. Nothing that doesn't seem like a placebo.
I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you.
You know what placebo is? I've talked
heard
to you
of it.
about it a
I've heard
million
about
times,
it, but I
and you're
just
like,
don't remember. Well, because you're explaining to me something else.
Because the placebo is how do you say it? It's like not the actual thing.
It's like you're making up the symptoms on your own. It's like, that's what I'm feeling right now. It's like I'm playing into it more than it is playing into me.
I'm afraid that we didn't take enough to
that's what I worry all the time.
So a placebo is a substance or treatment which is designed to have no therapeutic value. So like they give you, like when they tell you they do trials for drugs or something, they'll give 20 people the real drug and 10 people a placebo, like a sugar pill. So what they want to see is the effects, if the drug really works really well, or the placebo effect, because the person doesn't know. No one knows who has the placebos. Their mind can make them have it. So even if the placebo works really well, then they know the drug is going to work really well. I think that's how they kind of do it. I'm not 100%, but I know placebos is a thing that they do a lot of testing with drugs and stuff because they want to know how mind altering it could be. Just the idea of the drug. So the idea of the drug should already, if it's already getting to you, and the placebo's supposedly getting to you, then I'm thinking that the drug's working or it's helping you out.
Start slow and in a safe environment.
Well, I
I think we should just eat the whole candy bar, one a piece.
Well, that's what I would have done, just eating the whole thing.
Oh, why didn't tell me? I would have got you more.
Oh, man.
Dude, I've never done this. The first one, I just felt like Xanax. I think I'm getting a little bit of a head change. I'm not sure though.
Well, if you only took one in, how long did it take for you to feel like a Xanax?
That's the thing, is I don't know. It's like, was it my anxiety that was like fucking with me? Like, oh,
but if it's your anxiety and it feels like a Xanax, you wouldn't have anxiety. You'd be getting
But
calm.
the thing is, like, what if I got calm and it was just my anxiety that made me feel like I'm on a Xanax now? Because I just went to work and then all of a sudden I felt normal because I'm not thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess, but I just feel like if it was calming you.
that's the thing, is that now that I think about it, maybe it was just my anxiety that like
How long did that take for it to start calming you?
maybe 30 minutes. But that's because I started working on like a motorcycle and doing shit.
Because that's what I was thinking that
Because I was still thinking about, fuck, when am I going to start tripping? When am I going to start tripping? Is it now? You know, it usually takes me 30 minutes for a Norco to start making me feel high. So maybe it's going to be 30 minutes for
I don't feel high with Norco.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you taking Norcos or Vicodin? Because Vicodin are the white pills with the red specks on
I
them.
couldn't tell you what those pills look like, but
I just know they go in my hand and then in my mouth.
well, I just know I have a bottle for whatever it is. Norco I've had with severe headaches or severe head pain.
That's crazy.
Whatever.
Give you that. So
Well,
the Norco is the 10
Well,
milligrams.
I've also got them from which you're not supposed to do, but like, you know, some people have them left over, and you're like, oh, cool, I can take it for my head pain or whatever, long as I'm not getting into the process of where I'm like, I want to keep taking it. It is good, but like I said, for head pain, but I'm not getting a high off. I've never gotten a high off Norco. Maybe I'm not taking enough, but I
can't believe people take more than one. I'm hella scared.
Really?
I'm hella scared when, like, I was...
Babe, I've taken Norcos a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like for like my head pain or...
Like, more than
Bad
one,
pain?
though?
No, I think he's only taking like one at a time.
Yeah, because I'm afraid to take... So they come in 10s, right? The Norcos are 10s?
So 5 to 10.
Okay. So, like, I was afraid...
5 is the lowest.
I was afraid to take 12.5 because I was going to split a 5 in half because I wanted to get higher.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So,
I know I've had patients who take that and like
Vicodin too.
oh, damn. Vicodins are 5, right? Because from what I know, Vicodins are the white pills with the red specks, and those are 5, and then Norcos are 10. I've never seen a Norco in a 5.
I don't remember. I know they would take Norcos, Vicodins, sometimes but not at the same time because they like alternate.
My thing is though with the Norcos, I never thought of it as a drug. Like, I'm not saying,
It's so weird. I just go to Walmart.
huh?
They're pain relievers.
Right. I consider it like a pain reliever. Like I don't consider, but that's what people use, and they get hooked on them, hooked on opioids and shit like that. Yeah. What's the big one right now that everyone's getting really fucked up with is Percocet,
I don't know.
right? Or is it fentanyl? It might be fentanyl. Fentanyl? Fentanyl? Sherman? What is it? What is it? Treat?
Pain.
Pain? So I think it's so weird people get hooked on pain relievers. I mean, people probably
Makes you
listening to
feel
me.
good.
If people listen to me, yeah, they're like, "Are you fucking crazy?" They feel great, and it's like, to me, it's just like I just want relief from my head, and that's it. I don't care if it makes me like feel relaxed and go to bed. Cool, but I don't see the.
Jake, you're quiet over there. You want to talk?
I don't know about these drugs.
Well, those drugs you mainly get, you get for like surgeries. You get them for, again, surgery for dental
shit.
surgery.
Yep.
Like Vicodin they give you. I've had horrible surgeries of my teeth that they've had to give me stuff like that. But again, it never got to the point where I was like, when I was done with it and felt better, like the 2 weeks went by of me healing and everything, I never went,
Maybe because you were like in pain and
well, I guess, yeah, maybe because people straight up take it for not being in pain.
like
maybe.
I've taken it recreationally,
Yeah.
and it makes you feel good. To be honest with
See,
you,
I don't believe in that. All I know is I was in horrible.
then you need to take 15. You need to take a Norco and a Vicodin, and then maybe you'll feel what it feels like.
Maybe, but there's no point for me to do it. Just like people think with Xanax, I am prescribed it, and I've had to be increased a lot because it just wears off. I mean, you get used to it, but I've never wanted it to where it's like I want to just pop it, because you do want to feel good. You want to feel relief. You want to, but me, it's like I just don't want to feel anxious. That's it. And if that means feeling good, yeah. So that is a part of the problem, I think, for me. I'm at that point of where I do want to feel good. And so that is where they say it's addicting, or I'm addicted to it because I need it to feel good or whatever. But that feeling good means I don't have anxiety. I don't feel good with anxiety. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen for me.
And I'm assuming Jake doesn't have any like addictions to anything. Like, have you ever?
Addicted to weed. Love smoking weed. Smoke too much.
Do you really think you're addicted?
Yes, you can be addicted to anything.
Where I like won't come over to the family unless I smoke. I'll finish my shift and go home just to smoke, and then go and do something.
Why do you need it with the family?
Anxiety.
We're talking.
Yeah,
we're talking like.
Sometimes you guys are a lot.
Like he said, it puts him in a better mood. And I remember.
Well, I do take Xanax before I go to mom's, but a lot of it's the drive, and to be honest, sometimes it's overstimulating. With the kids running around.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they're like loud,
Well, I'm trying to swim. They're in my space.
when they're running around and stuff. Sometimes I used to go like my mom's got multiple living rooms, or two. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I've been over that. It's a pretty nice house.
So I go to that side living room. I used to just lay down over there, and people would be like, "Why are you over here?" And it's like, "Leave me the fuck alone."
I just zone out. I sit there and I zone out.
That's good. I gotta drop off some magic stuff to a guy real quick. Hold on, you guys can go ahead.
Oh my gosh, you're talking about real magic.
Yeah.
Like, that's so funny.
They're like, he's a drug dealer. That's what he calls it. Carry on while I go hand it to him.
So I think at this point, what are we, almost an hour in?
I think so.
No, you guys aren't in an hour.
I think it's been 40 minutes.
I'm thinking that we didn't have enough.
I hope that's not the case.
I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I could always get more, and we can try it again. But it just sucks because I was kind of looking forward to hallucinating. But I feel like I do feel like a little bit of a head change. Like I'm a little like.
I'm feeling like a temperature, like my body heat's rising.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I got a little cold, but I don't know.
That does happen when you're on mushrooms. Yeah, you do. You can get cold. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I am tripping, man.
Because I think we just did a really small amount. What did we do?
Therapeutic. We did 2 green
Oh, 2
1-ups.
Nice. I'd say that might be, since the full thing of this was 3.5 grams, so we both did half, so like 1.5 or something like that.
A little under.
Okay.
Because it's 12 pieces per chocolate bar. We did.
Oh, we did
5. So we're 1 short.
Okay.
I feel kind of
So
sleepy.
yeah, like a gram or something like that. And a gram is like, yeah, you may see some visuals, but you'll be relaxed you'll still be able to function definitely on one, I think.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Let me hit up the guy. Be like, hey man, let me get 2 more.
Because I've had buddies on 1 gram and they've been just completely just giggly fest, just seeing things in the walls, and then I've done one and I've just been just fine.
It's funny because like I've known people like off 1 beer, they get all like loopy and shit.
Yeah.
Let's see, where's he at? There he is, Joseph.
Because I know when the last times I did 3.5, so I would do a full one of those chocolate bars. The last time I did them.
And that was the biggest dose you've done? It was 3.5?
The biggest dose I've done is 5 grams.
Dang.
And that wasn't a bad trip, but I was very uncomfortable the whole time.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of like in terms of like weed. So, you know, you've got an eighth, which is 3.5 grams. At least that's what it should be. Some people are skimpy. Or I used to think I was cool rolling at least 1 gram in a joint or 1 gram in a blunt.
Yeah.
So that's 5 blunts.
Yeah,
damn, that's a lot, dude. Now, in terms of like, is that just one individual stem and cap, or
no? That's I'd say 7 stems and caps. Yeah.
Okay. I've only seen one person
It's
eat
like a
them.
handful almost.
Okay, I've only seen one person eat them, and I don't know how much he did. He just like threw 1 stem and 1 cap in his mouth. So
Yeah, that's a good microdose, I'd say. I've had coworkers take just a cap and just been fine for a whole night partying.
okay,
Yeah,
man, this sucks, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
a little bit.
I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, so was I. Because it's been a while since I've tripped. You want to wait like a good month or so before each trip, and it's been, I think, 6 months since my
I
last
think it's
one.
only been a couple days technically.
Yeah, but you took a lower dose.
It's super micro dose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
No,
I'm not
no
feeling
trails,
anything.
Nothing.
Oh, you said entrails? Nope.
Nope.
John Cena. Have you ever heard of like a chocolate bar before today?
A few times I've heard of them being like a gimmick. Like some people say don't do them. Then I've also heard people have really good experiences from them. But I think it depends on where you get them from.
Okay.
Because the guy that I had watched on YouTube, he's Canadian, and I think it's legal over there.
Mm-hmm.
So he was able to get it no problem. Yeah, I don't know.
I hate for it to be just we ate a chocolate bar,
Yeah, that was.
but it
that
didn't
was
look like a chocolate bar. To be honest with you, I was looking at it
No,
and it looked like.
It had stuff on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess the colors are a little more vibrant. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for like the carpet to move. That's really my whole thing. Once I see something moving, then I know.
I see you checking.
Yeah. I keep looking around, see if nothing's happening.
Like for me, it's like I do have a little bit of a head change,
Okay.
but again, I don't know if it's like is it really happening, or am I tired? I do feel a little different. Damn. Let me see. You said a month. Yeah, that gives me 2 pay periods.
You weren't able to get actual mushrooms, only the chocolate bar?
I didn't want to do actual mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we can, we'll do it. I don't care. But I just figured this would be more enjoyable.
Yeah, that because that doesn't taste like mushrooms, and mushrooms taste so bad.
I did have a little piece, like it was stuck in my tooth or something, and I chewed it, and it didn't taste like chocolate.
Yeah,
So-
there's some little bit in there.
Okay, cool. At least I didn't get ripped off.
Yeah, I didn't taste complete chocolate. There was still something else.
So I bought this guy lunch, and I paid him $30. I mean, yeah, dude, if you can get the actual stuff, we'll do that. I don't care.
Yeah, I have spores, so I'm trying to grow them straight from the spores.
Yeah, well, maybe it is hit me. I'm a little tired. Yeah, when Ernie told me that you're growing them, he made it sound like you're manufacturing them. And then,
Almost. I had a grow light in my closet, If I could like get them on a cycle where they're constantly producing, that'd be tight.
Yeah, that's the way he made it sound. It's like, oh yeah, Jake grows them. I'm like, oh shit, well fuck, let me know, because I'll buy some from him. And then you just said, yeah, they turned out as fungus or mold.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man.
Came out bad. You have to be really sterile when growing mushrooms, I've learned.
Okay. I'm sure it's the same with anything. You really want to be like meticulous, I guess.
Yeah, you got to dial in the nutrition that you give them and everything.
Okay. Are they growing in like dirt and all that?
Yeah, they decaying like wood chips is what I grow them in, like coconut husks.
Okay.
And
now where do you get that at, if you don't mind sharing with the audience?
I think you can get them from pet stores. People use them in lizard enclosures, I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can get them from pet stores. Just coconut core, I think is what it's called. And
how long does it usually take for you to grow them?
Oh man, could be a month to 3 months, I think.
Okay, that's about the same cycle as weed.
Yeah.
Have you got it down correctly? It's got to be moist.
Yeah.
And all that. Okay.
Yeah, more.
Maybe certain temperature and all that.
You don't want it too moist either. That promotes bacteria to spread. So
and then it becomes a mold or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what happened to one of them. It had this fuzzy gray material on the top of them. It's just you don't want to mess with it. Get you really sick. And then another one came out green mold. It's really bad.
Okay. So one spore, is that like equivalent to a seed for weed, or
spores are microscopic?
Okay.
So what you do is you make a spore print where you take a cap and you put it on tinfoil, and over time the spores will just fall out, and then it'll leave like a donut shape of spores.
Okay.
And then you scrape that and put it onto a dish of it's called agar, which is like seaweed nutrition or something like that. And you start it growing there, and it grows as mycelium. That's like the main body of mushrooms. That's what it is underground, under the dirt. And then the mushrooms are like the fruiting bodies that come off of it.
That's so crazy. So it's like an apple.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so weird.
Got done
We
doing
have such good content.
Well, I said if I walk back in there and they're swimming on the ground, that'd be interesting.
No, we've already come to the conclusion that we didn't take enough.
Yeah, don't think so.
I'm feeling a head high. I don't think Jake's feeling anything.
Yeah, I'm not feeling much. I'm waiting for visuals. I don't see anything.
We're in an hour 7 since we recorded. You guys took it about 10 minutes after. So you're 3 minutes away from losing your shit.
It could,
Dang.
yeah. It could come in, possibly. Could just creep up on you.
Turn down.
Eyes roll back.
Especially because maybe our stomachs are trying to digest the chocolate first or something like that.
Okay.
Something nasty.
I figured maybe because I was hungry that it probably would hit me.
It would have hit you harder if you were, if you had an empty
That and
stomach.
maybe quicker as well.
Finger looking good.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm just getting like a head change. To be honest with you, I feel like I feel a little slower. It's not funny.
Yeah.
Retardante. What did he say?
Declan had to come in here with his fucking professional opinion. Retardante. So if you're not from Spain, you shouldn't be using that kind of
Do you
word.
speak any French?
Do you speak any Spanish and French? I don't know. It's fucking
The last podcast, he was just drilling us on.
Yeah, I listened.
Oh,
Well,
did
it's
you?
funny.
Okay.
It's funny because the guy that just picked up Magic, I told him that he was out there for 20 minutes. I didn't even know. I told him I had my headphones.
Yeah, you were out there for like 20 minutes.
Well, I was trying to get out. I felt bad. I wasn't trying to be rude because I knew you guys were in here. And like I said, I was worried I'm going to come back in here and you guys are like, humping each other. But no, he was saying that he listened to it. And we're talking about, a little bit about that, about the words and all that kind of stuff. It sucks because I don't want to offend anybody.
I think he tries too hard to impress people.
Declan?
Yeah, to be honest with you. I can't say that. It's like,
I think it's for himself, at least from my perspective.
dang, he's probably going to listen to this too.
I mean, he may. Sometimes he doesn't. But I mean, it's your opinion. I mean, he's heard opinions about him. He had when we first started the podcast, he saw, people having comments or people telling me like, that guy's an asshole, or that guy's
he takes pride in it.
He takes a little too much into things, but that's his person. And my answer was, that's why he's on there with me, is because
I'm not tripping. I'm trying to see if I am tripping now. Like, looking at stuff.
Controversial people are decent, and I know he's a good guy, so that's another part.
He's pretty knowledgeable too.
No,
some weird stuff.
Yeah, he knows a lot about history.
I'm gonna try and hit him with like normal stuff, see if he knows about it.
Well, that's why I did that Bible study. I brought him with me because he knows a lot about history, and he has like a Quran and a tarot, and he's read through
tarot cards.
No, that's a different Bible, isn't it?
Those are cards. Those aren't Bible.
No.
He has Mein Kampf.
He has the Book of Mormon.
Codex Gigas. Does he have that?
Tarot is a plant. Yeah. Is it tarot cards is how they talk it?
Tarot.
No, I know that, but is that how you say it? Because I always say tarot, I think.
It's tarot.
Yeah, tarot.
The complete book of tarot. But these might be the ones that are talking about the readings and meanings and stuff. But I swear there's a religion that in their book is called something like that. I text him already to see if he was because sometimes if magic doesn't pop off,
Feeling a little spacey.
If magic doesn't pop off, he will just hit me up because it's only 10 minutes away.
Damn. Last resort.
No, I was hitting him up just to see because he said he was going to come by.
Still checking to see if I'm tripping.
Afterwards. Maybe you are tripping.
I am tripping, dude. What is that on?
Maybe you're tripping. That's why you're waving your hand in front of you.
What's that movie? In the beginning, is it Super Troopers?
I don't know.
Where
I think that's what you're talking about. And people would hate me because I watch tons of fucking movies, and I've never watched Super Troopers.
Damn it! Where
this water, this core hydration, looks like it's semen.
I would say coconut water, but yeah.
Nope, that's what comes to me first.
Semen.
Yeah. See how it looks like the color?
Whatever. I don't know.
I'm more of a smart water, my guy.
It's purified to 7.4, which is basically what we're made out of.
Wow. You're putting yourself right back into. Ka-chow. I like smart water. Actually,
I think that's alkaline, or is that acidic?
I drink smart water,
alkaline.
but I don't know if that's my favorite one. It's funny, Donnie. So
it hit him.
If anyone's new to this, Donnie's been on other things with us, but he's really.
I hit him up the other night. Go ahead.
He's really critical about his water.
Really?
Yeah, like this one.
No
like,
Dasani.
He
Isn't
like
it just tap water?
Dasani. I could taste the difference.
Dude,
like,
I was about to buy that too. I was like, dude, I need just in case, I start tripping, I need some water. But I go with core all the time if I can find it.
I go for the cooler. But he's like, I'd rather take like Walmart knockoff over like half the other ones. But for me, he hates Arrowhead. But for me,
it tastes like tap. But I got used to it.
I was gonna say for me,
for the
15th time,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
The Walmart ones taste like tap. I feel like it's just literally tap water sealed, and they sell it.
I don't know. I think it tastes a little better because like my tap water.
Because it's usually
that
nice and cool out of the fridge. Usually,
yeah. My mom throws all the waters in the fridge.
Yeah, fridge water's the best. Where I don't need ice. Or actually, right now, how cold it is, it's not bad outside.
I'll drink hot water, dude. I don't care.
Ugh. I
used to drink hot beer.
Really?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was say I watch Naked and Afraid a lot, and I think about that because they have to boil their water, and sometimes it's pretty hot, but they're so thirsty they'll drink it, and I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so gross. But at that time, you're so dehydrated, and like, there's times where I'm so like thirsty, and I just start gulping it, and I'm just like so grateful. And I'm like, man, dude, I'm so glad.
If I was on Naked and Afraid,
like, dude, well, it's we don't appreciate water like we should. Like, when I had to do homeschool with Logan, I had to read like about different children in the world growing up, and
Damn.
there was one where they had to walk like hella, like a mile down to get water from the well, and they bring it back up, and I'm sitting there letting the sink run while I just filled up my cup, but then I'm like, oh, gotta grab my mayo out of the fridge to make my sandwich, and the water's just like going, and that those people would be like, what the, like,
Save it.
yeah, like, what are you doing? And it's like, we sit there, and
I do let it run like a second though, just in case there's like spiders.
I used to be really bad about showers. Like, I would let
I'm still bad about it.
my shower, and like, and everyone's like, why are you having on? So I'm like, so I don't forget. Like, I don't know why that was my excuse, but yeah, we definitely waste a lot of water for people in the world that really need water. You look behind you, and
because
it made me think of Smoking Friday, where he like starts like tweaking, where he's in the chicken coop.
get off me, man, get off me.
But yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm itching. No, it's just the sun coming through gave it like different light over here.
Is it here? Not yet.
I think I'm tripping.
Oh, maybe almost. No.
Still nothing.
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm more upset that Jake's not tripping. Well, because it was like,
If anything, I'm more let down in myself right now that I didn't let myself trip.
kind of.
A little bit.
Well, what were you saying about Jake? Because you're like, I brought him here.
Yeah, I brought him here.
brought him-
Whatever he was gonna do, canceled his plans.
Canceled gaming, yeah.
Damn, I miss gaming.
No, that's not what I do. I just sit in my chair and sleep.
In your chair?
Yeah.
That's
I'm in a Discord call with friends and I just zone
Do they
out.
go, Jacob?
Sometimes.
Yeah. I don't get that. Everyone hangs out on Discord. I don't get it. Like, let's just be on the phone, but I guess because it's more people.
Also, minutes. Minutes are still a thing.
Is it?
As far as I know, yeah.
I think so.
Minutes
You
are
still got
a
to pay for unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're under unlimited.
I think we're in a first world country. We don't got to worry about that.
I
It's
believe
just like the
we're
running
in,
water.
I believe we're in America.
I don't have Metro PCS, so I don't have unlimited.
I'm pretty sure it's unlimited. And I could call to China and stuff, and it's all good.
You don't get any roaming fees?
Is that even a fucking thing? Roaming still?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I know my mom was having to pay more when she was calling from Spain.
Oh, because that's roaming.
Was it? But me calling her?
You ever see? Yeah, because she's receiving a call.
I know, but what about me calling her? Do I have to pay extra because I'm calling to Spain?
No, I'm pretty sure she did though. It's probably why the
'cause
kitchen's not done yet because she can't pay for it. All the damn roaming calls.
She wanted us to use an app.
Wanted us to use like WhatsApp, I think.
WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with that?
Use the hotel's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and I used it with her when she was somewhere the couple weeks before that, Hawaii, I think. I don't know. I used it with her then. I was like, all right. And then once she got to Spain, she was like, yeah, we'll use it. And then she kept calling me on the other one.
So,
or if I called her.
I know you've seen the commercials where they do the map of where their 5G is. They don't show you any other countries.
It's basically everywhere, isn't it?
5G?
Yeah.
Could be. I don't know.
It's just funny. I looked at the clock, and it's like, yeah, I probably should have hit you guys by now. But
I do feel, like I said, a little head high.
How are our pupils?
Yours look dilated. But I don't know. You could be like that to begin with.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's hard for me to tell right here with your pupils. You have like
Your
something
pupils?
black in your pupils.
I have a mole in my eyelash, yeah.
Yeah, right now I can see something on your eye.
Yeah.
The only thing is I worry about like we're done. Your eyes dilate with the light though, don't they?
Well,
Yeah.
they can dilate.
My tongue got hella stuck.
Oh,
on that.
my
I thought,
Lord.
don't it? That's what I thought. Like when you have a light on it, your eyes dilate.
Is it still dilating even though it's like closing?
Yeah, I think that's dilating, yeah.
Okay. Dilation. I don't know. Crystal?
I don't know, actually.
They want to know if their eyes are dilating, but we're trying to figure out: can you use a light?
That'll close them.
dilating when
Because if you use a
They
light,
close.
Put a light on it, and your eyes still open, like your dilation, it means you're high.
Okay.
I know, but
So if it doesn't close, then we're high.
oh, but shouldn't you guys know if you're high?
I feel a head change for sure.
Um,
I feel therapeutic.
well, I said what I'm worried about is
Yeah, I'm
like,
calmed down.
is like, oh, we'll wrap it up, whatever, and then all of a sudden you guys are like, you know what?
Turn it back on. Turn it back on.
No, not that. It's like out of nowhere. It's like, well, we're gonna go drive home, but we're cool. Then all of a sudden, it's like you guys are at home just like tripping balls and shit.
All of a sudden, I'm driving the car and it turns into Star Wars.
Hang on, R2. Red 5 standing by. We're gonna go Mach 5. That's not on Star Wars though. No, but that's what like I said, I'm worried that you guys are gonna be like, well, we're fine, and then you're gonna be driving home, then all of a sudden, like, just tripping. It looks like hyper jumping. It's just the lights are going everywhere, and like,
How do you know what it looks like?
I'm talking about what hyper speed looks like because I watched Star Wars.
Oh, so you're an expert.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Have you seen? I always reference now. Movies.
I've driven through the snow and put my high beams on, and that shit looks just like it.
That's true, yeah.
Have you seen Due Date with Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis?
Oh, that's the one where it's hey
you. But like when
I
they
haven't seen it all the way through.
But when they look outside when they're high, it's like flashing fast. Like it looks like hyperspeed. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're at an hour 20. I think you guys are gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But we still had a
boo.
We still had a good discussion. Well, to be honest, like I said, I didn't think it was gonna do anything. I thought it would maybe mellow you guys out. But I mean, like I said, the only thing different is you took one and you said it felt just calming, but now you took 5 and it's not too much different, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but
yeah, it is different. Like I said, the first one felt like a Xanax.
Jake, though, watched the video with the guy. Did he eat the whole one?
Yeah, the whole bar, yeah.
He ate the whole bar. And did he say it felt like DMT?
He said he felt
See,
like
but
DMT.
if you guys are taking 5, I would think you'd feel something a little more.
I would think, yeah.
If he felt DMT like.
Well, Jake was telling me, so it says 3.5 grams per bar. We took a little under half because it's 12 pieces per bar, but me and my coworker took 1 piece.
So you're at probably 3.0 or some shit?
We're talking about alcohol?
Well, what you said 3.5. So for the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So you and Jake probably split 3.0, taking 1.5 each.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hello, math, motherfucker.
It was.
In which one can be a microdose, yeah.
Yeah. 1 through 3 is considered micro.
So you're talking about pieces. We're talking about actual grams, though, as far as like how many's in the bar and how many we took.
Right. So let's say you and your, this isn't total accurate. You and your buddy took about, let's say, 0.5 of the chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you and Jake split the 3.0, it'd be 1.5. So I'm saying that's not completely accurate because I'm not breaking it down by 12.
Accurate.
That's accurate.
Jinx. Gotcha.
Scan here for strain info.
There's no barcode.
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
wish there was a barcode.
I know.
You just gotta wait until you get high enough and it'll be there.
I would like to know what strain that was in
It's
there,
like
but-
scratch and sniff or some shit. Like it just appears after you rub it.
Me and Jake said
That sucks. Why would it say scan here for strain info with nothing on there?
It probably comes with a sticker.
Maybe.
Like, have you been? I still call them the clubs for weed.
Like just dispensaries?
Yeah, dispensary.
Yeah.
These guys live there.
What?
No, like Jake and Declan and them. Like you guys go there all the time, don't you?
Oh, I don't.
I thought like your dad was like
they go for me.
Oh. Hi, we're here
can't-
shopping for our son.
I don't have a card or when I'm not 21 yet.
Oh, that sucks.
21 this December.
Okay, yeah, then you won't need a card. You just show them your ID.
Yep. I did have a card when I turned 18.
Oh, then they changed.
I got a card.
right?
No, I just let it expire.
Yeah, it's only a year.
Yeah.
And I think it's like what, $45. It was when I was.
But then why? Wait. So what's the difference between being 21 and
21.
you had the
You're
card?
legal,
Yeah, you're just.
But you had the
illegal.
card before you said.
Yeah.
but
So
it's only 1 year.
So I could have. So I was allowed to buy it with the card. But
So
only
why
for the year I
why
had
do
it.
they stop you until 21 then if you could get it at 18?
Because he had the card.
I know, then you can get the card next time. Or 19.
He let it expire.
Yeah, I could have got.
Then you can't. They're just like, oh, nope, gotta wait till 21.
Yeah, no, you show him. Fuck, it's been so long. What do you show him? Is it a card?
Yeah, it's a card. Yeah.
Yeah, then they run your card.
I have it. I think.
Fuck, it's been so long.
Well, Lisa says here the safest traditional medicines in the world.
Is doing it with your cousin. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this.
I have one. Francis G. Ambrioso.
So, since he's not 21, he has to have that card. And then if you have that card and you're 21, you can like carry up to like more or whatever.
Yeah, you can grow like 6 plants or something like that.
Legally.
Yeah.
Additional benefits: reduce stress and depression.
Yeah, I'm pretty mellow right now.
Stimulate brain cell growth and increase focus.
Cool.
Yeah,
Seems like there's no
math.
downside.
Yeah, so what's waiting on you?
I have a million other prescribed medications in me that may counteract with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you want to mix like SSRIs with psychedelics.
I have a bunch of SSRIs. I actually have an additional antidepressant they gave me, Ritutal.
Like I didn't take my antipsychotic medication or anything like that before this.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if they gave me an antipsychotic.
I don't have any.
I've had before. No, because they use different antipsychotics to treat different things too. I mean, they gave me blood pressure pills for my anxiety to lower my blood pressure.
I just got those.
Yeah, so I probably do need it because I'm a big guy, but they gave them to me originally because my that was before I got COVID. But when I got out, I think my doctor's like, "Oh, so you're on blood pressure pills for your blood pressure?" My new doctor, and I'm like, "No, I'm on it for anxiety." So it's one of those things.
No shit, huh?
No shit. Well, I think we'll just wrap it up. Even though this candy bar looks really cool, looks very Wonka though, like you said. Like there could be a golden ticket in here,
dude. I'm telling you, I opened it up real quick to see what the chocolate looked like.
Did a guy named Slugworth show up and try to get it from you?
Well, I think Declan was talking about how it had the was it the Last Supper?
Oh, stamped on his? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was stamped on his.
So,
what, does yours had anything on it?
No, it was just chocolate.
Yeah, his was chocolate too.
No, I mean, it just looked like a chocolate bar.
No prints on it.
Nope.
Someone's getting sued on this one. They got the Mario star, Mario coins. Yoshi looks pretty much like Yoshi.
I'm sure there's something different.
I think they did a lot. Oh, the stars up here don't look different, but the cube, they moved the question mark. You know, not to get sued, from what I believe I looked up parody laws, is 10% has to be changed and you're okay. But I don't. To me, 10% is really low, so I don't really believe that.
How can you measure that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How much 10% has changed your picture or whatnot.
As long as you can see it, it's probably different.
I mean, because the star I thought up front made sense because it's kind of hidden behind the logo, which 1UP is a fucking dope ass name for anything with drugs getting high. But on the back, there's a bunch of stars that you can see that are obviously Mario stars. The Toad's pretty raw. I like that picture of Toad. I'd get that on a shirt.
I'd buy that.
I'd buy that for $1. But anyways, all right, we'll wrap it up. You guys are letdowns. I think I really just wanted to talk about it more than anything. You're the one that's like, let's do it and get high on there, bro.
Well, I didn't know Jake was going to be here. I thought Declan was going to be here, and you know Declan's way over the top. But
I didn't want it to turn into. All right, we're gonna have to cut off right now because
the ER's on the way.
Because I need to go control these guys. You guys are like walking around the house and shit.
I didn't want it to be like that either, but I did want it to be like.
I was open for something.
Yeah, at least to start talking about something funny. At least funny to me.
I think everything is entertaining, but at the same point, I just I was hopeful that it wasn't like I took a Xanax before this because I didn't want it to increase my stress and be like, oh God.
So,
oh God, are you gonna die?
Conclusion for me, I think the colors may be a little more vibrant. I don't feel anxious at all.
Yeah, I don't feel anxious.
Were you anxious before?
Well, yeah, like Jake was saying.
Oh, about taking it and stuff.
Because you don't know how you're gonna act. How's your body temperature? You said it was rising earlier.
It was rising, but I'm okay now.
Okay. I felt cold, but I put on my jacket, so I'm good now.
That's weird. My body temperature's rising. I don't know if that's
way too many napkins.
I don't know if that's a thing. Check the temperature before you do it. Check it afterwards. Check your head. I mean, it shouldn't be giving you like a fucking fever though. You could feel hot.
It makes me sweat.
Does it?
Yeah, and my hands get all clammy.
I think it's a Key and Peele every time.
Just a dripping like crazy. All right. Well, I'm gonna sign off. We're in an hour and a half. And
You know what really grinds my gears?
and
We didn't take enough.
you guys didn't take enough, but I thought it was good, regardless. But that's fine. That's fine.
So
And-
we did say about well, he said it.
He
It's good
figured
to
about
wait.
an hour.
No, to wait about a month in between trips.
But you guys didn't trip though. You still?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you would still
Fuck
build
it.
a tolerance to it.
Fuck it. Just go. Don't wait a month.
Well, I mean that gives me 2 pay cycles, so I could buy another chocolate bar and then another
Don't buy a
bar.
chocolate bar. Do something else.
I would
What?
suggest getting actual mushrooms if you can.
Okay, well,
If
how
you
much
wanna
is it?
try. I don't know. I haven't bought mushrooms before.
So we have no way except for getting these chocolate.
Yeah.
Let us search for
You don't
it.
know anybody that can.
We'll have this
No
conversation
one in
off the
state.
microphone so we don't get anybody in trouble. 'Cause
Anyway,
they're
so
not-
yeah, I'll buy.
they're not legal here, right?
No.
I don't know.
You just gotta grow them.
Okay.
I'll poop in a bowl for you. These are some Ernie specials.
I think they're legal in Oakland, actually.
How could they be legal in a city?
I don't know.
That's really weird.
I've heard of Oakland pushing for them, I think.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of shit happens in Oakland that isn't legal, but it just happens anyway.
The Yay area.
I'll buy a chocolate bar for each of us, Ernie included.
No, even though you guys didn't fucking bounce off the walls. Watch, I took 5, and I'd be like sitting here naked, like, what's going on? Rocking back and forth.
Yeah, a month is fine. That way, like I said, I'll buy a chocolate bar for each of us. Because, again, we were trying to review this.
Oh, that's what this was?
Well, I guess. I don't know.
I just was going to talk about, I told Jake a long time ago I wanted him on to talk about it. Just in general, I didn't care about a fucking review. I was going to have Donnie, because Donnie's done it a long time ago.
Oh, yeah,
though.
back to Donnie. I was texting him last night to go out, and he didn't text me back for hell long. I was like, oh, new phone, who dis, huh? Yeah.
Did he text you back?
He finally texted me back, oh, I'm doing something tonight. But it was like hours later.
He doesn't. He doesn't like people. It's just the way it is.
Or fucking...
Yeah. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully these guys don't freak out after this. If they do, I at least have a phone to record it and put it up. All right, thank you guys for being here, and thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Make sure you check out at the end of the month. We got the Best Stories podcast. Tons of stuff going on. Green Ranger just killed himself, which is nuts, but a lot more things to talk about for the whole month, and we'll cover that then. But that's it.
Okay, bye.
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 Gators laters.